welcome back and welcome to my 2020 arcs that I currently have that are on my TBR. I have some physical briefs to share with you today, but I thought I would also let you know about the e-arcs that I have from NetGalley, and I have a couple of, I have a couple of audiobooks that are coming out in 2020 to share with you. I will leave a link to my blog page where I have shared all of the 2020 releases that I know of so far that I am very excited about, and they have release dates on there and whether they are UK or US release dates as well. So I know we're into January, but we're still going to talk about some January releases that I have. So I have one that I got at BookCon or Book Expo, it will have been. So this is Sunnyside Plaza. I have not read it yet. It came out in January. And this is by Scott Simon and is a middle grade novel. It says it's Wonder meets 3 times Lucky in a story of empowerment as a young woman decides to help solve the mystery of multiple suspicious deaths in her home. So this is definitely middle grade. It's got quite large print, and so I'm feeling like I should have read this in January. Maybe it's not too late to pick it up in the month of January, depending when you're seeing this. I think it will still be January. So here's hoping that I get to this one soon. Then we have one that was sent to me by a friend, which has just come out. This one came out on January the 7th, and this one is Creatures by Chrissy Van Meter. And I just was so attracted by the cover of this one. It was already on my radar from having seen it on Instagram, and then Crystal sent me her proof copy. I think she was sent a finished copy. On the eve of Evangeline's wedding, a dead whale is trapped in the harbour of Winter Island. The groom may be lost at sea, and Evie's mostly absent mother has shown up out of the blue. From there, in this mesmerising, provocative debut, Evie remembers and reckons with her complicated upbringing in this lush, wild land off the coast of Southern California. And like I say, that one is already out. And another one which was already out and which I absolutely loved, I have a review of it already on my blog, so I'll link it below for you. And this is Mr. Nobody by Catherine Steadman. This was the first book I finished this year. No, the second book I finished this year. The first was an audiobook. But this is a thriller. He wants to remember, she needs to forget. This came out on the 7th of January here in the US and the 9th of January in the UK. And I highly, highly, highly recommend it. A couple of other books that I have that came out in January that I had on my Kindle already. I had Make Do and Mend a Broken Heart by Katie Lovell, which I absolutely love. This one came out on the 9th of January in the UK as well, and I had a review copy from NetGalley. This one was just so beautiful and uplifting and feel good and just made me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. I just absolutely loved it. So if you're looking for something along those lines, I definitely recommend this one. And then one that I haven't read yet, but that came out on the 9th of January in the UK, and I have my NetGalley copy of. This is The Telephone Box Library by Rachel Lucas. Everyone who's read it so far has said it is absolutely brilliant and said that it's really, really engaging. A lot of people haven't been able to put it down, so I'm trying to clear a space in my weekend to pick this one up this weekend. So maybe by the time you watch this video, I will have already read this one. Then moving on to February, I have my copy of The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamper. This one comes out on the 4th of February here in the US, and this one I was so excited to have, and I've put it off and put it off and put it off, and I need to pick it up now because I'm very excited about reading it. And I have a friend who also has an arc, so I think we're going to buddy read this one, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is set in space, around NASA, and just really, really excited to read this one. This is probably one of my most anticipated 2020 releases since I found out about it so long ago. I feel like I found out about it at Book Expo last year, like 2018 Book Expo. So yes, very excited to read this one very soon. Again, by the time you watch this, I may have already read it. Then also on the 4th of February on my Kindle, I have a NetGalley review copy of Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertalli and Aisha Saeed, which it just sounds so cute and sweet and lovely. And the fact that it's the two of them writing together, I really enjoyed Becky Albertalli's pair up with Adam Silvera, so I'm looking forward to seeing how she writes for somebody else. And this is young adult contemporary romance, very much here for it. And then on February the 5th on my Kindle, I have a review copy of New Beginnings at Glendale Hall by Victoria Walters, which again, I'm very tempted to pick up right now, having, you know, been blown away by her first book in this series, Coming Home to Glendale Hall, which was Christmassy. So seeing what happens next when it's not Christmas time, I'm excited to see. I'm really looking forward to it. Then on February the 6th, moving through, we have Grown Ups by Marion Keyes, which I also have a review copy of on my Kindle, and everybody that got review copies of this got them a while ago, and so did I, and I haven't read it yet, and I had it on my TBR, I think in November maybe, to read, because I really did want to read this, and so I need to get to it because Marion Keyes doesn't write a bad book. She's just amazing, and it's going to be amazing. And then I have a sampler here of a book which comes out on February the 18th. Is that a US or a UK date? February the 18th. Oh my goodness. Siri interrupting, trying to answer my question. But yes, I have a chapter sampler of Curses and Kisses by Sandy Menon. I will try and put in the regular cover so you can see what it looks like, because it's a very pretty cover. But yes, like I say, February the 18th, I believe. I can't even work out what day of the week that is. That must be US, because that's a Tuesday. So I think it comes out the same week in the UK as well, but if there's anything different, I'll pop it in for you so you've got the information. Then moving on to March, on my Kindle, I have a review copy of My One True North by Millie Johnson, which comes out on March the 5th. It's Millie Johnson's novel. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be amazing, and again, I'm going to try and read this one either late January, early February, because I'm very excited to get to it, but then I'm very excited for all of these. That's why I have them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have requested them. And then I also have a copy of When Life Gives You Lemons by Fiona Gibson, which I am on the blog tour for. This is also adult rom-com, and I have really enjoyed Fiona Gibson's previous novels. I've reviewed her last two, I think, on my blog, or like the last one and the one before the last one. And yeah, like I say, really enjoyed them. And then I mentioned for this one, because this one comes out on the 5th of March in Ireland, but doesn't come out until the 30th of April in the UK. And this is The Liberation of Bridget Dunn by Patricia Scanlon. One explosive family reunion. That's all I need to get me interested. One lifetime of secrets revealed. I'm here for this one, and I'm going to be buddy reading this one with a friend of mine. So it was on my December TBR, but then she didn't get around to it, and so I didn't put it on my January TBR because I knew we had other things to be reading. But I have a proof copy of this one sent to me by the lovely Simon & Schuster UK, so I'm excited to read that one. Like I say, March in Ireland, April in the UK, so that's why I'm talking about it in March. Then another proof copy that I have on my Kindle that I'm very excited to get to, that comes out on April the 2nd, and that is Strangers by C.L. Taylor. I love a C.L. Taylor novel. I have no idea what this is about, but I know I'm going to enjoy it, so I don't need to know what it's about. I mean, it would be helpful for you, but it's going to be a thriller and it's going to be amazing. That's all we need to know. And then I also have Pretending by Holly Bourne, which comes out also on the 2nd of April in the UK. I really enjoyed her previous adult fiction. I have not read any of her young adult fiction. She's written a ton of young adult novels that I have copies of, and I just haven't got round to reading them, and I don't know why, and I need to. Maybe I need to put in a little kind of summer Holly Bourne readathon type of an affair, because I need to get to these novels. because I have them either on Kindle or in physical form over here. So I don't know why I haven't read them, but I'm looking forward to Pretending. And then are there any other... I don't have any other proof copies that I actually have for the month of April, but the second book in the Brightwater Bay series, which is a new series in 4 parts by Holly Hepburn, is coming out on April 16th, so I have that pre-ordered. So it's a pre-order, I don't have it yet, but it'll be hitting my Kindle soon. Oh, that reminds me, as I'm filming this, the first in the series will be hitting my Kindle in 49 minutes time. How exciting. I better hurry up finishing filming so I can read it. Yay. Thanks for reminding me. Then I have 2 physical proofs that are coming out in May that were sent to me by Simon & Schuster. The first of these is coming out on May the 14th, and that is Where We Belong by Anstey Harris. It's going to look a little something like this. I've shared the cover over on my blog, which, as I say, will be linked below. And Anstey has also posted the cover on Instagram and Twitter, so you can look there for the finished cover. But it's going to have this floral detail on, and it's obviously going to have the title on it. It's more of a greeny type thing with a door. But just go and look at the blog post and then you'll see. This one comes out, as I say, on the 14th of May in the UK. I don't know anything about it. The tagline is "Love will bring you home." I absolutely loved The Truths and Triumphs of Grace Atherton, or From Paris with Love, which is around here somewhere. I can't see it right now. The UK and the US titles of her debut novel, so I'm looking forward to reading this one closer to publication date. And then they also sent me at the same time, which you'll see if you've seen my most recent book haul, The High Moments, which is by Ella Osbeck, and this one comes out on May the 28th in the UK. And again, the cover gives nothing away, but I'm here for this. I'm very attracted by the cover. New Year's Day is the ultimate cliche for Scarlett. Hangover, check. Feeling weepy, check. Broken sense of self, check, check, check. And then it has her resolutions, the plan: exercise 6 times a week, have sex once a month minimum, brackets counts as exercise, move out of home to London, brackets career, question mark, make more friends, and underlined be better. So I'm sure we can all relate to this one. As I say, this one comes out on May the 28th. And then, as I say, I've got a couple of things pre-ordered. All the 4 books in the Brightwater Bay series by Holly Hepburn I already have pre-ordered, so they'll hit my Kindle as soon as they're released and I can get on with them. But aside from that, those are all the proofs that I either have on my Kindle or have been sent or given to me through the post or at Book Expo. When I was there, I had a couple of 2020 releases that I got at Book Expo. So let me know in the comments what you are looking forward to reading this year. I do have some other highly anticipated books that are coming out, but I don't have access to them yet. I am very excited to get to the Marion Keyes novel because we know it's going to be good, and I'm excited to see what the new series from Holly Hepburn is like, which I'll be able to report back on in now 46 minutes. Very exciting. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I say, leave me a comment, let me know what you are looking forward to reading in 2020. I will be back with another bookish video for you very soon, and more movie reviews and Oscar buzz stuff. Very exciting, so make sure you are subscribed so that lands right in your subscription feed, and I will see you very soon. Bye.